friend. Welcome back to our YouTube channel again. This is the part 3 of religion topic about cons, pros and cons. So cons means the negative side of religion. So in some regions in the world, religion has become very influential and in almost every aspect of human activity, from personal routines to diplomatic relations. Furthermore, in each country there are majority and minority religious groups, and sometimes the power struggle between these two groups escalates into historical developments which oftentimes shock the world. I I make this negative effects of religion into three major category. The first one is dogma. The second one is superstitious beliefs. And the third is the discrimination part. So I can say in every religion, there's always what we can say the side track or the built-in side effects of religion. Like medicine, there's always a side effects. So this is also, I can say, related also to religion. At every religion, there is what we call side effects. So what are those side effects? The dogma, superstitious beliefs, and the discriminatory part of religion. First is dogma. It is a fixed, especially religious belief or set of beliefs that people are expected to accept without any doubts. So this is a dogma. Excesses of social control by injecting fear, guilt, and anxiety, even if they do not follow orders. Dogma also serve as an economic tool for controlling the masses. Even the dogma in the past impedes scientific success and development, obstructs the use of reason, even the philosophy. So some philosophers put to death because of their idea, reason, their philosophy, and they are put to death because of the religious authority in that era. And religion also triggers conflicts and fights because of the dogma within. What is a dogmatic person? Dogmatic people are very firm in their convictions, which usually come from some authority. The authority is often religious, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Anything dogmatic is by the book. If you are dogmatic, you are 100% sure of your system despite evidence to the contrary. Dogmatic can also mean close-minded people. Religion is an agent of social control, and thus strengthens social order. Religion is a very effective form of control. The more people believe in religion, the easier they are to manipulate. If a person is willing to believe what the religion tells them, without question, doubt, or evidence, there is no limit to what one can get them to be. Can use as a suicide bomber, any nasty actions they can do. So I've said religion serves as economic tool for controlling the masses. Now I'm go to the concept of communism. So religion has all these benefits, but according to conflict theory, it can also reinforce and promote social inequality and social conflict. This view is partly inspired by the work of Karl Marx, who said that religion was the opiate of the masses. By this, he meant that religion, like a drug, makes people happy with their existing conditions. Marx repeatedly stressed that workers needed to rise up and overthrow the bourgeois. And at this time, we can say bourgeois are the landowners. Okay? We can landowners or owner of some companies. But during that time, landowner owners usually own land because that is a agricultural area at that time, and there's industrial and also Karl Marx during industrial revolution. So to do so, he said that they needed first to recognize that their poverty is stemmed from their oppression by the bourgeois. But people who are religious, he said, tend to view their poverty in religious terms. They think it is God's will that they are poor, either because He is testing their faith in Him or because they have violated His rules, God's rules. Many people believe that that if they endure their suffering, they will be rewarded in the afterlife. Their religious views led them to blame, not to blame the capitalist class for their poverty and those not to revolt. For this reason, said Marx, religion leads the poor to accept their fate and helps maintain the existing system of social inequality. And with this reason, with this dogmatic concept of religion, communism rise up. The other dogma in religion, it also promotes social conflict. And the history of the world shows that individual people and whole communities and nations are quite ready to persecute, kill, and go to war over religious differences. Just religious differences. Religion can be the source of social unity and cohesion. But over the centuries, it also has led to numerous lives sacrificed and lost, persecution, torture, and wanton bloodshed in the name of religion. Religion is the cause why human beings all over the world have engaged in endless wars for countless centuries. In my future blog, that's why I'm not in favor about the artificial intelligence, AI, especially like military robot or bionic robot to be part of military weapons. Why? Since AI can be used for religious war purposes also. Due to religious sentiment, they can blow nations in particular and even civilizations in general. But anyway, I will discuss that later in the future video about this topic. The other dogma of religion is that it does not like to be questioned. By raising questions such as, if no one ever told me about God, how would I know God existed? You would be insinuating that God might not exist, which in many religions, it referred to as heresy. Heresy, for example, is punishable by death under the religious law. So the same set of religious laws that even allow citizens to publicly stone to death for, say, unwed pregnant woman. So, if not married and become pregnant, the people are allowed to stone her to death. So, simply by getting pregnant before getting married. Nowadays, they're pregnant woman but later on get married. So, no problem. But in those area, if you are the woman pregnant without any official protocol or official marriage ceremony, killed. And also, some books of these religions contain some passages which are bizarre and violent and which have inspired some fundamentalists or other called extremists to commit bizarre and violent actions because they read it in those books by the letter of the word. So some religious group place too much emphasis on the following letter of the law with regard to the rules, dress, rituals, etc. So those are the dogmatic part of religion. Now we have here the second negative of religion is the superstitious belief, or we can say superstition. Superstition is a widely held but unjustified belief in supernatural causations leading to certain consequences of an action or event, or a practice based on such a belief. So, what is superstitious belief? It is a belief or way of behaving that is based on fear or of the unknown and faith in magic or luck. A belief that certain events or things will bring good luck or good or bad luck. Sometimes, example, if they saw a black cat crossing the path, they said this black bad luck. In the past, religious beliefs were used as a reason for executing and sacrificing people. Let's say they sacrifice children. For they said if they sacrifice the children, it gave them abundant harvest in the fields. So those are religious beliefs. And even religious people inspired by their beliefs refuse to listen to good medical advice and refuse medical treatment. It is because of their belief. Many people died because of their belief. I can say that is a religious belief or superstitious belief. And the third part of this negative side of religion is causes it causes discrimination. There are some who say that religion, after turning people against themselves, turn people against each other. This happens when people do not tolerate religious ideologies with different from the one they follow. Example, the religion is the only truth and the way. It leads to tremendous negative consequences. What happened? They are exclusive. What happened to the other side? It creates hatred, racism, and all kinds of violence. Just think how many wars have been carried out throughout history in the name of God and religion. Because that is discrimination. Even it affirms social hierarchy. Religion also promotes gender inequality by presenting negative stereotypes about women and by reinforcing traditional views about their subordination to men. So as if the women are second class citizen. So there are so many discrimination, and in Philippines we have against discrimination. They make a law against an act prohibiting discrimination on the basis of ethnicity, race, religion or belief, political inclination, social class, sex, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, civil status, HIV status, and other medical conditions, and providing penalties thereon. So during in even applying for a job, there are sometimes religious discrimination.